that. My phone is tripping. So, back to what I was saying. I think it's probably because it's hot. Let me. Of course, my daughter takes the fan. Anyways, so I'm back with the continuation of the witchy challenge that tag that Skillcat did. So, continuing from number 12. Have you ever doubted yourself? I have. Um, but at the same time, I'm still new. And being in the craft for a few months, less than a year, um, I'm learning to um, not totally, how can I put it? Not totally stressed out over it, because I'm learning. And that's a part of being a witch or a human being, is to learn. So yeah, I have, but I'm learning to do better. What is some techniques for grounding? Grounding. The techniques that helps me with grounding is meditation, yoga, and listening to Celtic music and listening to jazz, um, or even listening to nature music, or just silence. Um, that pretty much helps me a lot, to ground myself, to get myself on track, not to let things get the best of me, not to worry about things. So that's some of my grounding techniques, and kickboxing that I'm trying my best to upload so you guys can see a little clip of me kickboxing my frustration and anger. So I will definitely post that um, soon, hopefully. Um, what is your pet peeve? People asking me a question and later on say, "Oh, never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and do this." It's like, why the hell you ask me for it? Don't friggin' ask me a question if you already got the answer to it. It's ridiculous. So just don't. So that's my biggest pet peeve. Don't ask me a question and then later on, like, say, "Oh, never mind. I'm gonna do this." Um, biggest spell disaster. I would have to say mine would have to be when I did my first spell. I did a hot foot spell, and it worked for a little bit. But at the time when I did it, I didn't know you have to keep doing it. If you want somebody to move or go about their business, you need to stay on top of it, not just sit back and be like, "Oh, okay, I'm done." So I would say that has been one of my biggest spell disasters. Was my hot foot spell. It just I wasn't on top of it, and apparently that person still lives here. So yeah, that didn't work for me very well. But hey, like I said, I'm still learning, so I'm learning every day how to be a witch. So, what's your view on black magic? I say do what you need to do. Um, as long as you know what you're doing, as long as you read up on hoodoo, voodoo, and whatnot. Sorry about that, but I personally feel like if you gotta do black magic, then you gotta do it. It is what it is. Just make sure you protect yourself. Watch what you're doing, and um, just pretty much protect yourself. Watch what you're doing. Make sure you do a lot of reading, because reading is the key. Studying is the key. So before you do any dark magic, make sure you study it. Studying is important, so make sure you study it. Is witchcraft in your everyday life or space? Um, see. I say it is. Um, Magic is everywhere. It's in the air. It's in the air you breathe. It's in the water you drink. It's in the food you eat. It's in the people you deal with. It's within yourself. Um, Within the animals you come account to. I saw like 5 crows, and all 5 of them came towards me, and I knew that was Morgana telling me like, I'm here. I'm letting you know what's up. I'm here. I'm going to protect you. I hear you. And they flew off. So it's in everything that you see, hear, and taste. Magic is within you. And therefore you take it with you everywhere you go, if you're a witch or not. It's within you. Witchcraft is within you. Magic is within you. It's up to you to let it out. Do you practice divination? Yes, I do. I do readings. I am practicing my reading. I am using both playing cards and tarot cards. So that's pretty much what I'm doing as far as my divination method. I will be learning to. I kind of gave up on runes. I don't want to say gave up. I would say that I'm putting it on hold for another time until I get a book to like really study on ruins and understand the meaning of it, because it's supposed to come the set that I got. Hi Johnny, thank you for coming. The book that there was a book that's supposed to come with it, but apparently it didn't, which I was kind of disappointed. But I will be getting a book on that soon, so I could get a better understanding. Excuse me, on ruins. So that's pretty much my plan. I'm learning how to use a pendulum, or pendulum, something like that. If I said it wrong, I apologize. I'm going to start learning how to use that. We'll get a feel and comfort of that. So if I don't have playing cards with me, if I can't just whip out my playing cards and do a reading, I could use my pendulum like that. Ask a yes or no question. So that way it's a little smaller, and I could carry it with me everywhere I go. So that is my other plan as well. Moon phases, plants, and such. Irrelevant or key? It's key. Planets, moon phases, even the sun phases, are key to magic. It's key to life. It's key to your energy. The planets, it works upon your energy. I have said in one of my videos, if you're an empath, you sense energy. You sense things. Believe it or not, we recently had an earthquake about a week or two ago. And, and I actually kind of sensed, not kind of, let me rephrase that. I actually sensed it coming. But I sensed it like maybe a couple of days before it happened. But I was like, oh, just whatever. I felt really dizzy, nauseous, and I decided that was something I ate, or me not eating, or something I drank, because I was at work and I just got done eating the school lunch, and I'm telling you, the school lunch is not all that great. But anyways, I thought I was just getting like nauseous, sick, but it wasn't that. So now I know what the sign is for that. So it is key, it is relevant, it is important. You just gotta study it, you gotta understand it, and know how it feels for you. Spell language. Keep it simple, dress it, put it into poetry. How do you work with that? I do all the above. My spell language, I am learning to write most of my chants in Irish. I really, really like the language, the Irish and Gaelic language. I know I probably killed that one too. I'm sorry, Jolene. Forgive me. Um, I really want to learn the language, the Irish language, because not only it's part of my ancestor, it's a beautiful language. I also want to learn the language of Native American language. I want to learn the Native American language as well as the Creole language. I want to learn the Haitian Creole language because I feel those are my ancestors, and I feel that those are language I would like to write most of my chants and most of my spells in, and I really want to learn those languages. So that's pretty much it. What type of book do you use? I use Book of Shadows. I have a bunch of little notebooks here and there that I use for my Book of Shadows. I also journal. So I have a journal that I write my daily thoughts, my daily feelings in, and even video ideas and spell ideas and things like that. And sometimes even ingredients on what I should put in my spell. So it's pretty much a mixture of my daily journal versus my Book of Shadows, because it's more my inner thoughts than my Book of Shadows. I do want to start a grimoire soon. Like I said, I'm getting into the Irish part of witchcraft because I just feel I want to bring in more of my background, more of my ancestors. I want to bring in more Haitians, Haitian Creole spell work, hoodoo, and whatnot, along with a little of Native American spiritual work. So yeah, that's pretty much what I would like to do. Do you have an altar? If so, how do you use it? I do have an altar. I have 3. One of them, well, actually, I use 2 of them as a shrine, and one of them is my main working altar. And I did show you in a video on my altars, which is my altar and shrine video. To show you, and I showed you when I did like a little working my memorial video. Show you that I lit 2 candles in honor of my cousin, and my cousin and my rest of my ancestors. So that's like my ancestor memorial, and I just added my cousin on that. So yeah, I do. Thoughts on afterlife? I would have to say there is such thing as afterlife. I know we all probably experienced the feel of having an afterlife, but eventually our spirit, our soul is going to get tired of reincarnating to the point it's just going to say, look, you know what? I'm done reincarnating. I'm just gonna chill in the Summerland. I'm just gonna chill, drink me a margarita in the Summerland. That's how I look at the Summerland. Is you chill like you're chilling at the beach with a big cup of margarita and getting a suntan. No, that's how I look at it. But yeah, after a while, your soul is gonna get really tired of reincarnating, to the point that it's gonna be like, I just want to chill. I'm done reincarnating, being a different person, seeing new things, different days. I'm gonna get tired of it. So your soul will eventually get tired of it. Trust me. So far, my soul is, I want to reincarnate into something else, maybe to a princess or a queen or an empress or something, maybe a cat or a bird or I don't know, a futuristic type of animals or something. Who knows? So yeah, I know I'm crazy, but that's just who I am. That's just my personality. Um, would you teach your children the craft? I give my daughter choices when it comes to that. She's a Christian, and I respect her feelings on that. She respects mine. We may debate on it, which is fine. I want her to learn. I want her to learn that it's okay to debate on something that you're not agreeable with. Just as long as it's a healthy debate and not like a I want to keep arguing with you debate. So I'm okay with that. But if she wants me to teach her some things, then it's up to her. I'm gonna let her make that decision. Because this is not my place to push it on her. It's her choice. If she wants to learn it, I'm willing to teach her. But other than that, if she wants to remain a Christian, then I'll just let her be a Christian. Do you have a totem animal? And what is it? Mine is a crow and a raven. No doubt about it. The reason why is because it represents Morgana. That's pretty much it. It just represents my main deity, which is Morgana. So, yeah. Let's see. What witchy book influenced you? No doubt, hands down, Cunningham. I love his books. It breaks down a lot of stuff. So I would say definitely Cunningham's books. Tools, handmade, natural, or anything. I would have to go with handmade, but if there's certain things I can't make handmade, I will purchase it from my fellow witchy shops, whether it be on Etsy or Facebook, or even here on YouTube. I would definitely do that. 20, that was 28, 29. What's my magical name? When I first started, it was Nedrea Rosemoon. As I get more deeper into my path, I changed it to Drea Acacia Rosemoon. Acacia Morgana. And on one of my videos, I explain what Acacia means. And also, Acacia was one of the characters played by Aaliyah, the singer. And I just like the name. I felt comfortable with it. It kind of balanced out my real name, and which I'm not going to reveal. Ooh, but I know a couple of you know what my real name is because you have me on your Facebook. So, but so and then Drea, I'm still keeping part of Nadrea, and just say I'm just gonna go and just put Drea Acacia or Drea Acacia, and then Morgana is of course my mother deity, my main deity that I go to for things. So I want to have that connection with her. So that is my magical name, and I'm sticking to it. And finally, number 30. Favorite season, herb, ruin, and symbol. Season is, I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. No, it's fall, Mabon. I know I'm saying that wrong again. I'm killing most of these words, and I'm learning. Don't shoot the person that's trying to learn. Mabon, which is autumn or fall. And Yule. And the reason why I picked those two, especially with them being close to each other, is because with fall, things are starting to dry up and die, getting ready for winter. All the animals are getting ready to hibernate into their little homes, getting ready for the winter, getting ready for their feast, getting ready to snuggle warm in their little hole in the ground or hole in the tree, or flying to the south for the winter, or even migrating to the south. That's one reason. Just for me, when fall comes, this is old things are starting to die out. Old people, old drama, past things, just a lot of things are just starting to wither away. With the winter is, to me, which is Yule. To me, it just pretty much, I would probably say that it's pretty much picturesque. It's hibernating. It's an opportunity to reflect. I look at it as an opportunity to reflect on the past. The past year that what did I do? What can I do for the new year better? What can I do for the fall? For the spring. How can I bring in new life into my life? How can I bring in new things into my life? New people. How can I make things new? And that's pretty much what Yule is to me. Herbs, I would have to say sage, because it gets rid of negative energy. And believe me, I deal with a lot of negative energy. Ruins, not so much. I'm still kind of like, with my ruins. Let's see, what else? What else did I write here? Symbols. I am working on my own sigils and my own symbols. Right now, the only symbol that I am currently working on is my Morgana one. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to incorporate Morgana into a sigil that, I visualized exactly what I want. But in the meantime, I just use her regular sigil, which is the swirls. Either the 3 swirls or the 3 crows together, or ravens together, or just a raven. I want to try to incorporate that into a nice art piece, to where later on I could get a tattoo of her, of that sigil that represents her. It doesn't fully show that it's about her, but only I know it's her, and nobody else won't know it's her. Everybody else say, "Oh, that's a cool ass tattoo. What is it of?" And then I could explain, "Oh, it's of my goddess that I believe in." And I just want, I've been meditating on it and asking Morgana, what can I do to show a way to represent you without people actually seeing my representation of you? And all they have to do is ask me, and I could be like, let them know. And that is about you. So, sorry. Pretty much, so that's pretty much, hold on a second, I'm sorry. So that's pretty much my, that's pretty much it. My witchy challenge I'm trying to walk through. Sorry. Just walking through my house. But, so yeah, other than that, that's pretty much, excuse me. That is it, y'all. So if you have, what am I gonna say? So, if you like to be part of this witchy 30 question challenge, please, let me know in the comments down below, and, I will tag you. And if you don't, well, that's okay too. Just share this video and like this video and subscribe. I just feel like singing. Anyways, I'm in the best mood ever. Like I said, I don't let people get me down. I don't let trolls get me down. I'm going to do me, whether people like it or not. So people could just